Now you're sitting between worlds on that couch. You're straddling the divide. You're like Evel Knievel.
Crossing streams.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the famous couch that I talked about on the Joe Rogan Experience. Shout out to Nick Rochefort of $1 Million Extreme, who's a hell of a comedian, but an even better antiques dealer, because he helped me gouge Timothy Olton down to 60% off on this bad boy. And now it's become a huge point of contention in my home.
Well, I feel like you won because it fits.
It fits, but I'm not sure if I won. You never really win in a marriage. You get small victories, but she does the blitz every day, and she just bombs all these civilians.
Oh, never mind. I wanted to keep track of time.
Oh no, we're gonna give it to him.
Yeah. Let's go long.
3-hour pod. Yeah.
Yeah. Get to see the house. I thought maybe it would be a little more moved in, but Emily's a doctor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not a moving
professional.
stud.
She's never played Tetris in her entire life, except for with the ins and outs of my goings on in my daily schedule.
Yeah, but that Tetris helps with packing up. This is unpacking. This is the opposite of Tetris.
Yeah, this is more of a
Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario spread the disease. She's excellent at Candy Crush. My beautiful wife has never played a video game in her entire life, but man, she is on level wagazillion on Candy Crush.
A wagazillion.
She's so cute. She'll sit there and I'll be like, "What's going on?" She'll look up from her phone. And I'll be like, "What's going on?" She's like, "I need to wait 10 minutes until I get more lives." And I'm like, "You're a doctor. Spend the $4 on some more lives in Candy Crush, Toots.
Mm-hmm.
Come on."
Cheat code. She likes to do it natural. She doesn't like to
take
natural.
a shortcut. Yeah.
I wasn't saying that. Dr. Mario was a lot of fun because Tetris, you play it for 30 years.
Yeah.
Change the record. Dr. Mario, there's pills.
There's thrills.
Will they, won't they?
Yeah. Is that Mario? That's what I would always say. Is that actually Mario? Or is that a doctor? The reason that we're kind of whispering, by the way, is because my wife is upstairs and there's no doors in our house. Because this is the first time we've been in our house ever and spent the night. Well, she spent the night here once with my dad.
What a night it was.
My dad was, I know, he was like, yeah. Emily was like, "No, we'll sleep over at my house, Dave." And he was like, "Oh, I could stay at your mom's." And she was like, "Why?" And he's like,
"Yeah, that's way weirder."
"Yeah, what? You're going to stay across the city at her mom's house?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's just, I thought you might think it was weird if me and your wife spent the night in there." And I was like, I literally said, "What, you think I'm afraid you and Emily are going to hook up?"
Right. What's going to happen other than you're both going to be scared of ghosts or intruders?
Right.
You'll be like, "What was that sound?" "I don't know. I haven't stayed here before."
It's not long enough to be haunted by my energy, so it must be you, Dave. Is that old Betsy rearing her ugly head? Our pipes are clogged because my mom's pissed.
Betsy and Dano.
Oh yeah,
just tap dancing in the attic.
That's right. There is an attic in this house.
Oh, have you been up there?
Once.
Is it scary?
I sealed it off afterward. Yeah.
Is there like a bunch of space up there, storage?
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
There's a ton of room to go off up there, King.
And you have a garage. You have to get a bunch of shit.
I know.
Because this is a big house, and in Fort Collins, you were able to hang a lot of art and fill it with stuff. Mm-hmm. But this is bigger, and you have more space if you need it.
Well, as I told you before we started potting, up here on the mantle are two objects that I got from Nick Rochefort, again, who does all of the outfitting of my home. And they happened to arrive when we were in Pittsburgh, and Emily was here with my father. And I was like, "Hey, did you get that box?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What was in it?" And she was like, "More shit." Exactly what I wanted. More shit in my house full of shit. Way to go, Spudzo. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, the couch works, right?" She hung up. But look at us on this couch. Look how comfy we are. This is like optimum pod posture.
Yeah.
Lazy
Susan.
Yeah. You want your body to be at about 70 degrees.
I want my stomach to cover most of my face. So that I can take a little nap, suck my teeth. Yeah, we got yelled at, so we are kind of whispering like we're in the catacombs.
Yeah,
Wide world.
because we don't want to be disrespectful to a skeleton.
We whispered in there because I didn't want to get yelled at by some Dutch tourist.
Yeah, I know, some fucking
Have to
Belgian slur.
You have to whoop a guy's ass in front of his kids.
You're beating him down with
In the
fucking femurs.
Yeah. Headbutt.
Yeah, you just
Just
grab
conk him.
2 skulls. And then he passes you, like, knock him out. And then you pose with a picture as you're holding a femur bone in front of your dick, and it's going into his mouth. You just got cata owned, bitch. Have fun back in fucking Luxembourg, Joe.
Speaking of, I forgot about it because yesterday was a busy day at the bar. The Des Lons played from New Orleans. They ripped. They're really good. Mm-hmm. So it was fun. The night before, it was a pretty slow night at the bar, Tuesday night. This dude that comes in with his wife, and they normally have a few drinks. They're great, nice enough. He was waiting for a second round, and I was helping other people, and then all of a sudden I just hear such a big thud, and I looked, and there was nothing in my eyesight, so I thought like a stool had toppled without anybody being near it. I got scared. Yeah. I thought there was a ghost, but no, this dude has
Julie.
This dude has
The ghost with a mojito.
Meniere's, I think, is a disease.
Lumineers.
I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah, Lumineers is you start
Like
wearing
vertigo?
a big like Undertaker hat. You start wearing
Stomp, clap.
Stomp clap. Yeah, you're a fan of this podcast
Let
apparently.
Yeah. No, I think.
What's up, Wes?
I think his.
I think he's a Patreon subscriber.
Oh shit! Nice. Coors Field. Sam took a piss in front of all of your fans.
All right, shut up.
They all saw his dick and they all said, "Gross."
Did I tell you about when? Well, you finish your thing.
Well, just this dude passed out. He's a big guy, so the thud was massive.
Oh,
and luckily,
body quake.
Yeah,
girthquake.
It was seismic, but he didn't crack his head, so that was lucky. He like must have fallen like shoulders and butt before, and then his head like hit the wood dance floor instead of the hard tile. Ooh. So he was out of it when he came
overserved. Clearly,
no, he has. I think it's Menards. Save big money at Menards. He has a disease where it's an inner ear thing, and so sometimes he'll have bad vertigo, and so he biffed it.
Yeah,
but he was okay. I don't know what you said that made me think of that, but I keep doing this.
Shout out to you, Meniere's.
So it's okay. Save big money at Meniere's.
When I opened for Gillis at the Paramount, it was like the 4 sold-out shows.
Dobie Gillis.
Dobie Gillis, yeah. The little people were there.
You ever see him?
Sean Gardini.
No, that's Darby O'Gill.
Oh.
Dobie Gillis was like an old show, like black and white. Nick at Night. Before Nick at Night was like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Like a Mayberry situation.
It was probably older than that. It was old. It was black and white. Dobie Gillis was like would talk to the camera, I think, and he was a perv. He was
crushed
a horn
the fourth
dog.
Wall. Yeah,
he was always trying to get laid.
He was always smelling bus seats.
Yeah, he was the town pariah.
Right. Yeah. He had mirrors on the toes of his shoes.
Incel school shooter vibes, but in like the 50s or whatever.
He would just go up to ladies and say, "A nickel. I got a nickel for it. Let me have it.
I got a dime if you show me both.
Hey.
Get out of here, Dobie.
I'm going to make a phone call with your fucking face, bitch." And then he just sexually intimidate them. Yeah, it was bad.
Make a phone call with your face.
Yeah, because I got a dime.
You dial, put the dime in the mouth.
Yeah.
And then the tits are swirling
it
in their mouth.
That's like classic move. You never did that to a chick?
No.
So then, hey, I got a quarter. I'll give you the whole thing for $1.
No, I wouldn't dare.
You love Dobie Gillis.
I literally. Oh, dude. Oh God, this is bad.
Okay.
You're gonna love it.
Yes.
I was with Marilyn Manson girl.
All right.
She took my virginity at 15 years young.
Mm-hmm. She
at
was
some
35?
No.
Oh, okay.
At some point, I don't know if it was an anniversary or her birthday, but I took hours to listen over and over to Bryan Adams's "Everything I Do It For You," and I wrote the lyrics to the song in a card. I couldn't look it up. It was 97 or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't just write them.
You were banned from the library. No internet.
I was listening to
Your
the
student
song
ID was gone.
over and over so that I could get the lyrics right.
God.
And she responded by probably fucking a dude at the pool or whatever. She worked at a pool, which was insane because she was Marilyn Manson girl.
Yeah. Was she pale?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She looked like Alanis Morissette. Pale.
Yes.
Doc Martens.
Huge ones.
No.
Oh,
No.
I thought
kinda,
she had them.
No, kind of small.
No, I don't care about her.
She was pretty slight.
Frail.
She was very thin. She kind of looked like Brian Setzer. She was very pale. And almost all Marilyn Manson shirts, sometimes 9 Inch Nails,
Mm-hmm.
but not, she wasn't
She
all
had a
over
9-inch
the place.
whale, though, laying down on top of her.
No, I was hot. Compared to now,
Yeah.
God, I was a fucking Adonis.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Wearing my Rashawn Salam jersey, just bears, not buffs.
yeah.
No shirt underneath, if you'll recall.
God,
I
what a
didn't know.
nightmare.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
First day, freshman
Nipples
year
are
of high
bleeding.
school.
Yeah.
No shirt underneath.
Belly button on fire.
I immediately clock how big of a mistake it is, but nobody. I don't know. I don't think I.
You should have gone to the nurse and gotten some of those clothes they just have on hand for when kids shit their pants. Do you know about that?
I mean, I never had to partake.
Oh, I did. I did for sure. Like 2nd grade. I dumped my bag at school.
2nd grade. I thought you were talking about high school, and I was like,
No, dude.
What?
No, the nurse had just like clothes on hand for if you shit your pants or spilled
Marilyn
apple juice
Manson
on your
shirt.
crotch. Yeah. Like had a paint mishap. And I remember my dad picked me up from school and he's like, "Are those sweatpants?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "What happened, buddy?" I started crying. I think I shit my pants in the big chair, in the special chair that Miss Travis got me. I'm so excited to have it. My butt was finally at ease. It just opened up. Yeah, and then there was a kid named Richard who had a rat tail and this like penguin stuffed animal that he went everywhere with. And he was, I think he had fetal alcohol syndrome. Looked like Donnie Townsend. And I remember like clocking Richard in different sweatpants one day. And I was like, oh shit. He dumped his bag as well. I like knew.
Gave him the nod. All
I
right,
see
now.
you. I see you, Richard.
Instead of when you want to burn, the guy that's with your ex-girlfriend with how does my dick taste?
Right. How do my sweat smell?
How does my shit feel? How's my shit feel rolling around in those sweatpants? Or wait, never mind.
No,
There's no sweat.
Well, no,
there's
but then
no
I
shit.
never got those
How
pants.
does my butt taste?
He's like, what? I spilled cottage cheese on my pants. Sure, Richard. We've all spilled cottage cheese in our pants.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Why don't you call your mom/aunt? Because you're the same person.
It did kind of look like cottage cheese with some maple syrup in it.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
That sounds kind of good.
It is really good. Also, honey on a cottage cheese, of course. I was down in maple syrup this morning.
What?
In Manistee. I was eating a bunch of maple syrup.
Oh.
Because they told me to buy some maple syrup yesterday, so I did at Meijer, and I bought the best one. And then I was like, well, I'm leaving this jug behind,
Everybody
I guess.
rolled their eyes.
Yeah, no, it was like...
Hey, everybody. If you're walking around outside in this summer heat, you're already gross. Don't make it worse by not using a bidet. Tushy has you covered with their bidet that gives you a precise stream of water that'll clean things up. It only uses fresh water, not water from the bowl, so it's like taking a really specific shower. It cuts down on the toilet paper use by 80%. It just takes a few minutes to install and is a serious bathroom upgrade. Stay shower fresh all summer long and join the 2 million butts who have already switched to Tushy. For a limited time, Chubby Behemoth listeners get a 10% off your entire order when you use code CHUBBY at checkout. That's 10% off your order at HELLOTUSHY.com/chubby with promo code CHUBBY. Also, guys, Sam's going to be in Amsterdam on August 3rd, Rome on August 17th, and Wilmington, North Carolina on the 30th and 31st. Make sure to go check them out. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the episode.
And we're back, Becker. So yeah, no, I bought this maple syrup and I was just like pouring it on a plate.
Everybody did this.
Well, pretty much. I got in trouble for like drinking out of the pickle jar up there.
Who cares?
Okay, so
Was there big plans for the brine?
I don't know.
It's brine time. Wait a minute. Why isn't this jar full? We need a full jar to have brine time. Unless...
Oh, yeah, the O'Connor Wancha Brine Time fiasco. No, these
What,
kids
did you have
brought a bunch
some
of pickles and jam,
Mm.
and the jam was great, and the bread and butter pickles were great, but they had these just regular dill pickles that were gray. They looked like dead flesh.
Like
And
alien
Emily-
skin?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like X-File aliens or Alien Autopsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the-
Gross.
yeah,
Not
so-
appetizing at
No,
all.
so Emily cracks a jar, and these kids have been bragging about these pickles. They were bringing a bunch of pickles if you guys want to buy some pickles. So we open it, and Emily, like,
They have a trunk full of pickles. Like, why do you... Yeah, we got a good deal, so
Okay,
hey,
like
let me know how
Scarface.
many you want. They're
well,
trying
no, they
to make
made
money.
these pickles.
Oh.
These are home pickled.
Okay.
And these
Which
kids
normally are good.
These are great kids, but these pickles were fucked. For the worst, and I love pickles. I eat trash. I'm a slime king.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Emily like opened one and was like, whoa, and like dug one out, and it was just this, fucking alien thumb with the
Slug.
nail on it still. Yeah, total slug. And she like took a bite and was like, "Oh, those are good, boys," and just left it on her plate and looked at me like when we ate the chinchilla.
Chucked it into the water.
Yeah. She's like, "Hey guys, look, look, my mom's topless over there." What? Whips it. Window shut. Bounces off the window. But then I got stuck eating 3 of these poison pickles just because I was like, "These are good, boys." And then I took a sip, and then I guess it was a big kerfuffle because there was one pickle left in the jar. One terrible pickle, not even food. It was like a salt lick that was slimy.
Doorstop.
Yeah. And then I closed the jar and I put it back in the fridge. And I guess after we left today, someone was like, "I can't believe Sam drank that pickle brine, then put it right back in the jar." And Hannah was like, "Bitch, hold my earrings." Like Hannah bucked up on her.
Yeah, she made her flinch.
Yeah, exactly.
God, yeah, that is...
And they're lovely people, but the pickle thing, it's like, no one should have to eat these. These are bad.
Yeah.
Woman who will be unnamed.
Taking a sip, it didn't do anything. It didn't make that pickle any better or worse. It was
No.
the same as it was when it came in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it was just
Evil.
Had a little less had a little less hot tub to hang out in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Hey,
Becker.
hey, why don't you take a bite of this pickle and smile afterward, like I just did after I had 3, including Emily's that she, pretty much wanted to throw up directly into a bird's mouth. A lot of mishaps up there.
Did they make the jam too?
Mm-hmm, the jam rocked.
Mm.
They had strawberry. They
Was
had
it
blueberry.
sweet or was it like that natural kind of?
No.
Okay.
This was
They-
mostly sugar. They knew their demographic.
They did it right.
Mhm. They knew who they were trying to sell to. Yeah, those kids are cool. They used to be little quiet worms, and now one of them's ripped and walks around with his shirt off.
Oh yeah, they're
and sleeps with a do-rag.
new, what for his wave? What? Breaking news.
These kids are white bread, mom, and apple pie. Good kids, love dinosaurs. One of them works at the zoo. The do-rag kid sleeps at the zoo, or works at the zoo. And Hannah had to sleep in the basement last night because me and Emily were still in the cabin with Susanna. And Hannah came in this morning to get Susanna, and we were like, "How'd you sleep, Hannah?" She's like, "Good." I'm just gonna call the kid Connor. Good. Did you guys
Corbin.
know? Do you guys know that Connor sleeps in a do-rag? And we're like, "What?" I woke up to her telling me that, and I was like, "Well, I'm still dreaming. This is as good as it gets." Yeah, no, he sleeps in a do-rag because it trains his hair to stay up, like a Kramer
Spiked.
situation. Yeah, yeah,
He wants it spiked. After Shannon cut my hair, I got it wet and spiked it.
yeah.
And it made me laugh because when you see a dude over 16
Fiating
with
it.
spiky, yes, spiked. Oh my God, it makes me feel so bad. It makes me feel like one of those pickles. It makes me turn gray and like die inside because it's like, dude.
Dude, the war is over. Your revolution is done, Lebowski.
Yeah. What is it? The bum's lost.
The bum's lost. Yeah.
That is, yeah. Oh, these are nice. Those aren't on camera, but those look like Marilyn Manson girls.
Emmy's into Marilyn Manson now. Oh yeah, one of
Those
the
are tall.
boys. There's these two boys, a 13 and a 15-year-old. We'll call them Connor and Adam. Connor's 15.
Because those are their names.
Those are their legal names. Adam's 13. And at dinner the first night, Connor just announced to everyone, Adam's got a girlfriend. And we were all like, right on, man, that's cool. And then he says, yeah, she saved her name in his phone is Babe with 3 hearts. And then Adam rose up and was like, shut up, Connor. You don't have a girlfriend. Your girlfriend broke up with you, so you started lifting weights. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like Kim and I are 2 years apart, but she is
Is
a
a girl.
girl, so it wasn't the same. Jason and I 3 years apart, brutal,
Oh God.
like so. I mean, hateful.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking picked him up once and put him against the wall. I was like, I seriously am done.
I'll kill
Like,
you.
This is yeah, I'll kill you. I really was so over it because he would just needle,
Yeah.
just pick and needle, and I was fat allegedly.
Well, you know my sister.
I haven't met her, I don't think.
Oh man, no one really has ever met Sophie. Not the Sophie that I know. People have met Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
but I know Fee. I know Fetus. I know Foot. She's like training with. I mean, you think I can't take people saying mean stuff to me online?
Yeah.
I grew up with the donut on my bat. I'm whacking grand slams when I step out of the box. Yeah, so that was fun to deal with. I blew it with Susanna.
Bad
Real bad.
dad.
Twice.
Well, so yeah, you told me what happened, and I thought that you had determined. We'll say what happened.
Well, on the drive up there, Emily picked me up after Pittsburgh, and we drove right up there with Susanna in the car. And Susanna was like, Sam, you're my dad. And I was like, no, Susanna, you have a dad. But you'll always have Uncle Sam,
Yeah.
Rocked me.
Mm.
We get up there. Night 1, Susanna is like, we're sleeping in this little cabin, frog house as we've called it. We were up there. This was Emily's mom and her mom's husband's family. We all went up to Manistee, Michigan. So I'm supposed to be up there for 3 days, and then I have a show in Dayton and then in Detroit. And the first night we get up there, we go to bed right away, long drive. Next night, Susanna is like, we go to put her to bed, and she's like,
jacked on jam.
oh, dude. Connor made s'mores cookies at like 10 p.m.
Damn.
And Susanna, they come out of the oven at 10 p.m. Susanna's awake, and she's like, And her grandma, Suzanne, is like, oh, you can have a little bit of a cookie. And I'm like, no, don't give her a cookie. It's
Yeah.
bedtime.
Yeah.
So we get her into bed.
fucking it all up.
Right. She's jacked. She's like, no, stay in here. And Emily's like, shut up, And
Tough loving it.
And she's like, I'm scared. And I was like, well, you never have to be scared when Uncle Sammy's around. So I stay in there and I'm reading on my Kindle. And every 10 minutes she pops up and she's like, it's cold. So I put a blanket on her. I'm hot. Take the blanket off of her, It's dark. I turn the light on in the bathroom, open the door. She keeps having all these things to not go to bed. And then she was like, Emily was like, come out. She texted me. She's like, come out here. And I'm like, I'm going to leave. And Susanna's like, don't go. And I was like, well, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to be right outside. And she was like, no. And I was like, well, you'll be safer if I'm outside. Because if someone comes in right now, we're both in here. They're going to get both of
We're
us.
both fucked.
That's not what we want. Look, Toots, we're both boned.
You're gonna watch me get slaughtered.
Yeah, it's going to be your first memory. Is your uncle
And your last.
being a coward as he holds you up as a shield in front of him to the axe murderer? And I'm like, so I'll be outside. I'm going to stand right out there. And she's like, are you lying? And I was like, no, baby, I'd never lie to you. I'm gone for 10 minutes before we hear not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes on the baby monitor. She's like, Sammy. I run. I leave the card game. I'm right there. I'm all sweating. I'm like, hey, honey. She's like, where were you? I was like, well, I heard a sound, so I went to find it. It was a bird. Anyway, I come back. I'm in bed.
Nightbird.
She says, after she's like finally petering out, she's like, I'm so itchy. I'm itchy. I can't sleep. I'm too itchy. She's crying. I'm like, Susanna, you're not itchy.
Right. Okay. So you didn't say all that
Right.
in the car. So
Right.
yeah, you had been around the block
Mhm.
with this little lady.
Hour and a half, 2 hours of her everything, you know?
Yeah. Something's
Like-
looking at me.
Right. I don't. Oh,
I'm looking at something.
My cat fell on the ground. Her kitty cat. I have to go pick it up. Then she starts throwing it on the ground. I have to keep getting it. Then I quit getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I go back in there. Everything's fine. I wasn't upstairs having a good time. And then she says, I'm itchy. And I'm like, baby, I know you're faking it, baby. You just don't want to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, I'm itchy and I can't sleep. And I'm like, you're not itchy. Go to bed. 10 minutes later, my finger hurts. I'm like, Susanna, I know you're faking it. Your finger's fine. So I text Emily and I'm like, she's freaking out about her finger. She won't quit crying. She comes in. Emily looks at her finger. She has a giant splinter in her finger.
And why is she itchy?
Because she got stung by a wasp or bit by a spider to the point where her calf swelled up. And the next day we had to go to the urgent care in the morning because her leg she had a huge rash and it was like bigger than the palm of my hand on her calf. So not only does her finger hurt because she has a huge sliver in there, also she's been poisoned.
Yeah.
Which I tried to explain to her.
Right, in adult terms.
The dumbest way ever to take her mind off of it.
You're giving her the straight shoot.
I'm like, well, you know why you're itchy? Because you have a mosquito bite and you're having a histamine reaction. Say it with me, Susu. And I make her say histamine reaction. That takes her mind off of it.
Histamine reaction.
Histamine wapapo. And I was like, yeah, when a mosquito bites you, it puts poison. It injects poison, and that's your body fighting the poison. That flips her out. Emmy comes back from the bathroom. I'm like, tell Emmy what happened. You're having a what? And she's like, Sam says I was poisoned from the mosquito. And I was like, well, I told her she had a histamine reaction. Emily's like, you're not poisoned, Susanna. I don't know why he told you that. And Susanna's like, you're lying? And I was literally a half hour previous, she asked me if I was lying. And now I've been outed as a liar.
You said you would never lie to her.
I would never lie to her. And also, I don't
For
care
her
that her
whole life.
finger hurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so perfect.
I know.
Because, yeah, earlier when you just kind of summed it up and it really, the story started with you negging or, saying that she's full of shit.
Right.
And,
You're faking it.
My first thought was, why didn't you go in there? But you had been in there 9 times.
I was in the room for like an hour and a half.
That made way more sense. I was going to be like, dude, why didn't you go check it out? But obviously, yes, you went running. You went running a couple times. So
Yes.
yeah, you have to, and obviously they know right away if something works, then you got to keep at it. And that's how you get kids at, a 24-hour diner at midnight, just losing their shit. I used to always just be like, come on. You didn't have to get in the car and come here with the kid, but
You made this
I
the
haven't had a
world's
kid.
problem?
Right, but I do understand that you can't win a lot of the times. You have to take the L.
No.
You do.
You can't take the L with a child. I mean, and this is not even my daughter.
People
This is my
often do.
niece.
Someone you barely know or care about.
Yeah, someone who doesn't care if I live or die. Who literally punched me in the face 10 times. Over the course of 3 days, she hit me in the face 10 times and then knee dropped right on my glasses. She did a flying knee drop.
To your face.
Yes.
To your
knee
head.
drop. Yeah. She's poisoned. She's like the pickles. She's slime. And also, she has me wrapped around her little finger. Anything she wants, she knows how to get it from me. Because she's a master manipulator, just like her sister, or just like her mom, just like her sister, your aunt,
Sister?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a sister.
She doesn't well, now she says she has a sister named Miriam who's 29.
What?
Oh, yeah, and Miriam's always doing cool stuff. Miriam can slam dunk a basketball. She said, Miriam can slam dunk a basketball. You can't slam dunk a basketball. Dude, the first thing that she said to me when I got out of the airport and got to the car, I opened the door, I say, Susanna, it's Uncle Sam. And she went, you're so big. The first thing she said to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's nagging me. But, I mean, I've been
telling
dealing
you the truth.
I've been dealing with manipulators my whole life, man. I'm ruined. I'm ruined by her.
I
didn't believe her. She was bleeding out of her finger. She had a bug bite. We had to go to the urgent care in the morning. It was fucked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I blanked. I had something. Now it's gone.
You were going to say something cool.
I have a friend named Miriam. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, Miriam's
She can slam dunk.
Oh yeah, she said Miriam goes to 2 colleges.
Oh,
it's like,
damn.
oh, does she?
I don't think is allowed.
Yeah, that's cool. Susanna.
And then you pretend to call up the dean of both colleges.
'Cause I'm jealous.
Miriam is apparently going to 2 colleges, which is not allowed.
Well, I told her that Miriam eats grass. She was like, no, she doesn't. And I was like, yeah, I was hanging out behind your mom's garage, and Miriam came out, and she ate a bunch of grass off the lawn. And I know it's messed up, and I shouldn't tell you, but she eats grass. And Susanna, who's making this person up, then has to make a decision about, like, yeah, Miriam does eat grass, and it's cool. You know? The diaper thing got out of control.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think I've said it before, but it is nice to have my nephew Eli be old enough to where you can roughhouse, because it takes away some of the when you have unlimited options as far as coloring, blocks, pretend, hide and seek. Sometimes you just want to chuck him around the room a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Get some of the energy out of him.
Yeah.
Get out a little bit of your frustration.
Oh, yeah.
Just power bomb him. So it is nice.
Susu doesn't know how to tuck her chin. She can't sell.
She's not safe.
No. Yeah, Susanna does the thing where I hold her hands and she walks up my body and does a flip.
Awesome.
Right. But 35 times later, I'm like, all right, you're tuckered out.
Yeah, that part is tough for again. It's like, and Eli definitely wants to do the knee drop to the face. And it's like, okay, you got a little nicks in you, so you're getting big.
Right.
He's long.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, you can't just take 2 knees to the chest or throat. Just punch in the ear. Oh, yeah, that's my friend.
I'm the only person who's allowed to take violence from Susanna. It's like, you can do that to Uncle Sammy, you can't do it to me. She beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, she goes and grabs a golf club.
Right, yeah.
Just starts wailing on you.
Loser leaves town. Foreign objects. She did. She was good, because when we got there at like 9:30 the first night, and I was like, all right, Susanna. Like, Emily's like inside, and I'm like, let's go inside and tell everyone about Emily's diaper. And so she comes in, and she goes from person to person giving hugs, and she's like, Emily wears a diaper. And I was like, and it's okay. She's afraid to tell everybody.
Wait, you did it for this trip?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Emily's going to kill you.
Actually, everyone knows that it's a bit that me and the 4-year-old are doing.
But she was over it right away.
That was like a year and a half ago. Yeah.
What did Emily do?
She rolls her eyes. I mean, Emily's a trooper. Oh, and then Eat It Pig spread to her. There's another girl who's like 3.5, and Susanna's 4. Susanna was hitting me with Eat It Pig. And then the little girl is now Eat It Pig, and her parents are like, oh my God, Rebecca, what are you doing? And I was like, it's fine, it's a thing.
They're the pickle juice judges.
Yeah.
That side of the family sounds weak.
Well, it's just, I'm a fucking chainsaw with legs walking into their quiet Michigan family.
Right.
And I show up, and we got Susanna saying Emily wears a diaper and Eat It Pig. You know, I'm drinking pickle juice.
Talking about Miriam.
Yeah.
Who's God and the devil.
Uh-huh.
Flies around.
Yeah, Miriam's got triples of all the good cars.
Back and forth between Yale and Harvard. You're not allowed.
Yeah, and she can fly. She flies
Miriam
there.
can.
She's a pilot. Shut up, Susanna. Shut up for once in your life. Miriam sucks. But there was a fun bit, because I had a long layover. I was fucked on that travel day. Yeah.
We left Pittsburgh. We were supposed to, or you did leave on time, right?
No.
So, yeah,
No.
Oh, it started in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, my flight was delayed to the point where then I missed my flight to Detroit.
Out of Chicago.
So then I had to fly to Grand Rapids instead. And Emily had to pick me up there. But I was trapped in the Chicago airport for like 6 hours.
Damn.
It sucked.
Damn.
But there was a fun bit. I was texting Emily as she was driving when I got to Grand Rapids, because Emily was an hour late to Grand Rapids. So I was texting Emily, but she was driving, so it was being read through the car.
Yeah.
And I knew that.
Right.
So I said,
so you had made a meal of it.
hello, Susanna. This is the car. Are you comfortable in my seat? Blowing her mind. Susanna,
Whoa.
is it true that Emily wears a diaper?
Does Emily have Siri? Is it a woman?
It's car to play.
Alexa?
Yeah, it's a woman, yeah.
British?
No,
that's
normal. That's me. I'm
Google or
Irish. Yeah. So I was just popping her brain with that. Susanna, true or false? Strawberries are better than blueberries. And then she would respond, blueberries. Incorrect. That's when Miriam came out.
For the first time?
Yeah, she told
Oh,
Emily.
it's
She's
brand
like,
new.
she says she has a sister named Miriam who says that strawberries are better. And I said, incorrect. So yeah,
The car knows all.
the car knows.
Miriam isn't real, Susanna.
Miriam is fake. You are lying. Unlike your Uncle Sam, who would never lie to you, darling.
Oh man, yeah. My flight left like 20 minutes before yours, and damn,
Yeah,
I found out way later that you got hosed.
It's because I had to fly across the lake or whatever to get there. You did not, because you flew to Denver.
I did, allegedly.
Because I now live in Detroit.
Funny that people after the show tonight at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle.
Legalize
2
it.
shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Fuck.
What's the matter with you?
I'm tired.
You're at Coney Island.
And I'm stoned.
Why are you tired? It's only 1:30 a.m.
And I slept from 2:30 to 7 a.m. and then drove 3 hours. And
No,
then
I know why
flew.
you're tired. I
Oh.
drove here from Manistee. I was in the car for 7 hours today.
7 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I better shut up. I'm being a real Miriam right now.
You're not 29 and go to 4 colleges.
I am.
You don't have a horse that you ride to your job.
I have a job that I ride to my horse. Susanna. Fuck. What was I saying about the club?
Tonight, it was funny that people after the show tonight at Mark Ridley's Comedy
After
Castle.
the show.
Yeah.
Oh, you kept so many times you told people sincerely that you had moved here. And then when they would come up for a picture or a poster, they'd be like, hey, you didn't really move here, right?
It's just a bit, right? You do that everywhere you go.
Buddy.
You say you live in the place. That's good. It's a good angle.
That's a bit.
Makes the
right?
people like you because you're like them.
So that was funny. Also, Blast from the Past, one of the so many listeners in line, which was great because in Pittsburgh it was like mostly people knew you more than the pod. Tonight it was pod heads.
Yeah.
Overall, Uber Ales.
Chubby chasers.
And they fuck. I'm dying. I'm dying.
What?
Oh, one of the fans said, I loved Little Nicky voice, and I was like, dude, I like completely forgot about it. It dominated us for like what, a month and a half? Or
3 years.
no.
Yeah. No, but we love
It-
Little Nicky voice.
Yeah, and then it went away, probably for the best. But now it's back. One person likes it, so I should probably keep doing
Yeah, do it for that guy. What was his name? Like Slappy?
I don't know, but
Slappy Schmutt?
Skylar,
Oh, yeah, it drove up.
Skylar Bigglesby,
Mm-hmm.
hit me up, was like, hey, do you know like how much show there will be? Because I'm like a tight time crunch. I don't know if I can make it. And I
Driving
was
from
like,
Columbus.
From Columbus.
Yeah.
I said, dude, I think it's just the host doing 10 minutes and then me. And he was like, ah, shit, you know, so I figured he wasn't going to come. But then he came, and we got to have a nice little chat. Tonight was great, man. I went right from you picking me up at the airport to the club, change clothes, take a sick dump. Come on, the couch.
Throw it away anyway.
It's gone in the morning, and was like, what? And you're like, it didn't fit after all.
It didn't work. You're right. White was a bold choice.
It didn't work. Why are you wearing those sweatpants?
Why is the couch wearing sweatpants?
She's going to yell at
Yeah, dude, I had to go out and move my car from in front of the club while you were in the toilet. And I walked by the men's room, and some guy comes out, and he was like, it fucking stinks in there. And then you told me.
Doors had been open for like 8 minutes or whatever. So yeah, there weren't a lot of people coming and going.
You were going.
It was me.
You were going enough for everybody.
I was so lucky. First of all, very lucky because I flew Frontier.
Yes.
And I didn't realize how tight the window was for me to land and for us to get to the show. But luckily, Frontier was fine, good even. Except,
Dare I say good?
the woman, doing the announcements says Zone 1, it takes forever. Everybody's in Zone 1 somehow.
Because they all pay for their
A
bags.
bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody's in Zone 1. It takes forever. And then active military, children under 2,
First
need
responders.
need a little extra time. Miriam, if you go to 2 colleges. And then she just goes, and so, but still, there's like so many of us that are waiting. And then she just goes, all right, now Zone 2, 3, and 4.
She opened up the pit?
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
Wall
yes.
of death.
Dude, I was like, no. Everything, there was a 12-minute delay, departure delay, and that was it. It didn't keep going forever. I didn't get lashed with a cat of 9 tails because I had a backpack that I didn't pay $100 to bring on board. I'm thinking everything's good. I'm in Zone 4, so I'm like, I'm not gonna sweat it. If I can get the bag in the overhead bin, great. But I'm not gonna line up early and look like a fool and do the whole wait. What zone are you? Because people just fucking hang out nearby, or they start to form their own weird line that doesn't count.
Right.
I hate all
Dude,
of it.
the
But yeah,
independent line sucks so bad.
Yeah, just rudderless and fucking. I keep saying rudderless.
That's okay.
In the last week, that's probably the 5th time I've
I say
described
impediment
something
all
as-
the time. It's weird.
It's rudderless.
Yeah.
But yeah, she hits. Everything's good, and then she hits us with the zones 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And I just go,
All right.
what the fuck?
The rest of you pigs. She starts throwing out slop from a bucket down the runway to trick you guys into coming on.
I'm surprised that it didn't devolve into a fucking free for all.
Oh, dude.
But there was already a line, and so I just went to the back of it.
Did I tell you?
No.
Who sat across from the aisle from me?
Oh.
From Pittsburgh to Chicago?
You mentioned it,
Dude, I was on a
Crazy.
small plane.
and I shouted him out in Pittsburgh. I
Yes,
thanked
you
Pittsburgh
did.
for him. For
Kurt
giving
Angle.
us him. Yeah.
Kurt Angle, dude.
Yeah.
Who I took a bunch of bad photos of because I couldn't be the guy.
Yeah, you didn't want to say anything to
But like
him.
every airport employee, like the dudes who push the people in the wheelchairs,
Yeah.
all of them stopped and were like, Mr. Angle, you're the man. Can we get a picture? He would, smile like that.
Yeah.
The ghoul he
Like
was.
the meme where he looks all fucked up, even though he's long, clean.
He is so bent now.
Oh, yeah.
He has question mark
crimped.
body. And he just kind of Frankenstein's around. But he walked, I was standing in front of a Hudson News because my flight was delayed. And he came up and I was like, I hit him with one of those, kind of like a, like a, I know, it's you.
Yeah.
And then I ended up sitting across the aisle from him.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
Were you in first class?
Mm-hmm. I got bumped up.
So did he.
Yeah. Well, he pays for that shit.
bumped.
He had a bunch of pages of a script with him that were highlighted. And he looked at them for about 7 minutes and then went, his eyes barely closed to sleep.
And you just kept nodding at him
And I had to,
in case he was looking
I kept
at
like
you.
trying to get a picture of him, but like not wanting to because I couldn't tell if he was asleep or if it was some weird wrestling catatonia, because he was just. Is he memorizing his lines? Is he deep in method right now? But yeah, he looked bad.
Is he tossing Brock Lesnar around at SummerSlam?
You know what he ate though? He had 3 bags of Tate's cookies, which I thought was nuts because he's still vascular as hell.
Yeah, he must work out a ton.
And like me and him bordered at the same time. I was right behind him in line because we were both 1K, and then he was 1A and I was like 1D, right across the aisle, and then he walks off and I'm right behind him again.
Yeah.
So I was just like on Kurt Angle the whole time.
It's funny to think that he could just chuck you across the room like you were
Destroy
my
me.
nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, Mr. Angle, you're the man. Thank you for everything. But I couldn't work it up.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, who is that for? Like, obviously, it might mean something to him still, but not really. Like,
It's still real to me, damn it. I should have said that. Hey, brother, you want to get color? I'll sell for you.
Right. You don't want to do that. You don't
Let's
want to
do this the hard way.
Insider.
Yeah, I know.
But you do want to try to convey. Like, I would have wanted to try to say
You would have-
something because
You would have needed
ruled.
2 pairs of new sweatpants. You would have been a mess.
1 pair for each leg.
Yeah.
My dick and balls are out. I did not think this through. I thought, Mr. Ankle, I'm so sorry. I thought I have 2 pairs. Why not double up?
Hey, you know what? I saw you. I thought I have 2 pairs. I went into the bathroom. I just changed into this art. I mean, what was I thinking? My butt is exposed. My crack is available.
Oh, speaking of your crack,
Yeah.
it was so funny to think of, for High Plains, spoiler alert, I'm doing it. Don't tell anyone
Yeah.
that I'm going to do the thing for the 14th year or whatever
Yeah, me too.
in a row. But,
I'm also secretly doing it.
I'm going to be there. But, you have to upload a headshot or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, what if my headshot that I submitted was your bare ass? You mooning me. And yeah, you do the frame, the High Plains Festival, Denver. It's official performers. Your bare ass. God, I wish I would have pulled the trigger. Because the worst thing they could do is say, please send us, or they use last year's headshot.
Or they just use
Or
my ass.
They go with it.
Yeah.
Or
And
they
then
just, they
when we
no
all
sell
post on the grid, Matt Kobos, Zach Moss, Mitch Jones, hopefully, if there's any justice. Kate
McLaughlin.
Yeah, Kelsey Rose. Oh, Lund. What? Whose ass is that? It's not his ass. It's too long. Dude, you were so smushed on that camera.
Oh,
in the green room.
Were you dying?
Yeah.
You're loving it.
Well, I pointed out to everyone in there, of course, you were smushed.
Mm-hmm.
Look how small he is. I held my thumb up next to it and said, "That's
They're the
him."
same picture.
Yeah.
That's it,
And then you
officer.
said, as I was doing it,
Yeah.
you were like, "Yeah, there's like a TV in the green room." And I noticed that Lou was smushed, but I can't imagine how smushed I am.
Yeah.
We all laughed. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Because when you were on that camera, you looked 5'11". You looked my size.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you're not as fucking round as me.
No, I'm dense.
So I just looked. Great set though. I had a really fun
Yeah, you
time.
did great.
Great crowd.
Mm-hmm.
One of those where instead of them like kind of warming up during my set, they were like warmed up, ready for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the host and Genevieve, the guest spot, didn't seem stoked. They're like, yeah, you know. So maybe they were hit and miss, but then they were like I didn't have to wear it for the first 4 minutes or
No.
anything. They were cool right away.
Yeah, it seems like there's like, I don't know, I felt like that with Shannon last week in Pittsburgh, who's very funny. Shannon Norman, my official barber for now, while I have hair.
Did he do anything up top?
With my hair?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. No, what's her? Bella in Chicago cut my hair. She was great.
Mm.
No, but I just noticed that like they're kind of cold initially to the host because they're kind of like, all right, give us the boys.
We
want the
maybe
boys.
a little bit. Yeah, there
You
were
know
a
what I
lot.
mean?
There were a lot of them.
Yeah. Which I don't want to set that precedent, but
No.
it is kind of flattering.
Right. No, you do.
Especially when the host isn't someone from the Chubby Behemoth universe, you know?
Yeah.
It's like Lou Michaels the man. He's very funny. Genevieve's very funny. I mean, these are good comics.
Right, but yeah,
Enjoy them.
don't stonewall them
Right, yeah.
like your Alec Flynn's friends in Boston.
Yeah, they hated you.
They made me flinch.
Yeah. They threw
Arms
their Zin cans at you.
Arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They said, what are you, the Philly fanatic or some shit?
I said, "Homo says what?"
Yeah.
And I said, what?
Yeah.
And they all laughed.
And they were like, exactly. Lou Michaels' girlfriend goes to Harvard, and he wore like a skin-tight Harvard sweatshirt all night. But like the classic,
so, yeah, from like
the
1910.
white cream-colored one. Yeah, like from when like they had the barbershop quartet at Harvard.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't do himself any favors in front of a Michigan crowd.
I know, and he's from here. He's from the next town over from where we're sitting right now.
Rock a pristine Harvard.
Yeah.
Punch me in the stomach.
Right.
I write for the paper.
Right. What are you doing, Lou? Yeah.
But
You're
he
about
is
to take your fucking cork skin hat off and punch a hole in it because Coolidge just won?
He is a little built up, so you can't like go real hard on him unless you're also kind of a bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you probably already know this, but he was saying how he was a janitor at a gym and he had to do like overnight a lot of the time. He said there was a time where there was a toilet that was so clogged that he just like, he told, his boss or whatever, supervisor was like, you got to call a plumber. This is fucked. Like I've been trying to unclog it. I can't. And they were like, no, you got to do it. So he said he put a pair of sweatpants on each arm. No, he put a garbage bag on each arm and then scooped out a bunch of shit, and then underneath, layer upon layer of shit, the dude had taken a whole roll of toilet paper.
His sweatpants. Oh.
No, toilet paper, and he just shoved it in there. Or he put it in there first and then dumped on top. Just a fucking.
These are the dumbest people alive. These bathroom
Sociopath.
pranksters.
Sociopath.
I used to have to deal with it not only at the Elizabeth Skate Park, but also at the Elizabeth Safeway. People going in and just...
Somebody took a dump on a skateboard and then threw it, like rolled it into the pool.
Yeah.
So it's just a skateboard with shit on it.
Wow, that turd can really fly. Some guy over his sunglasses. That turd's ripping. And then that's the new dance craze. It's like, do the turd.
That dump is straight up radical.
Tubular dump, bro. The dump says, thanks, boss. The dump can talk.
School sucks.
The dump can talk.
I swallowed it barely. That could have killed me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Glass of water kills me. Who said drinking water's good for you?
Not this water. Not where we are.
Yeah, it's bad.
4 people in that merch line tonight told me independently of each other, get a water filter. It's like their tip to living in Detroit.
And we're drinking straight from the tap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What, you think we're going to get sick?
I don't think I will.
No, me either.
You supposedly live in a vegan household, so I'm worried about you. But
I do live in a vegan household.
I tried to be good after the show at Leo's or Lee's? Leo's Coney Island. Of course, I have to get one Coney dog.
Of course.
So I get one, and then I want a falafel hummus wrap.
Because it doesn't count.
Because that, negates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Negative plus a positive equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
But the server comes back and is like, "Oh, we're out of falafel." So then we
start growling.
We had eyeballed the club sandwich.
Great picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked exactly like what you want
Mm-hmm.
in a club sandwich. So I ask if you will have some. You say, of course. And I order it, and so I get turkey and bacon and a hot dog and chili instead of some chickpeas and
a hot dog and chili.
One hot dog with a little chili on it. So yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you tried to be good. You turned down pre-show Wendy's.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I was hungry.
It's almost impossible to believe.
2 burgers.
But I was there.
You were there.
I witnessed. Witness.
I wanted them. I was hungry, but I did not have them.
No.
Damn it.
You could have.
And then you
threw them away. Yeah,
which
'cause I was worried that they were going to stink up Emily's car. I think they kind of did.
I didn't notice, but she certainly will.
100%. She keeps a
everything.
vegan nose. You should have seen her watching her family eat this weekend. The horror.
She kept it real.
She kept it real.
Does she cheat at all?
Mm-mm. Just on me. No, she doesn't. I mean, if she wants to have cheese, she'll have cheese.
Okay.
If once like every quarter, she'll have a steak because she has a craving for it due to how powerful her flow is. Her body needs the iron. She
But
used to just
not
eat pennies from before the war.
not a regular thing.
No,
Not a week.
she
Not a
doesn't.
weekly
I mean, it's
cheat.
better. She's not doing it because wants to. It's like, oh, I'm trying a diet. This is the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like in the house, that's what we do.
Right.
And in the world, that's what she does.
Yeah.
I'm still out there. I'm day walking.
You have a home jersey and an away jersey.
I
The
do.
away jersey is covered with Coney Island.
The away jersey's a 4X. The home jersey's it's just a pair of overalls so I can shell all the peas.
You're going further and further down.
I love it. I know. I've been doing it throughout the pod.
Yeah, I scooched up. But yeah, this is a wild ride. I hope to get to watch some Detroit Lions football on this thing.
Dude, we're going to go off in here. It's going to be the best. You haven't even seen the whole house. You haven't seen the upstairs. You haven't seen the solarium. You haven't seen the backyard.
No, I'm not allowed
You haven't
upstairs.
seen the basement.
I have not gone to the basement.
Haven't hung a curtain for you. Oh, you know what kind of sucks, bro?
Mm.
So you're in the room that has the solarium on it, and I don't know if there's a door right there. And also we don't have like blinds or curtains in here because this is literally the most time I've spent in this house ever is right now.
Yeah,
So
I'm fucked.
you might want to wrap your head in a t-shirt.
Sweatpants.
Yeah, put sweatpants over.
Sweatpants on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Apply sweatpants directly to your forehead.
Oh yeah, you tried to dump upstairs, but you got scared.
Okay, yeah. So there aren't any doors.
Yeah.
And you show me the joke of a toilet down here, and I don't know if I'd be able to get in there.
I literally will never shit in that hall toilet.
Yeah.
I will piss in there. I will
Yeah.
throw up in there. I might jazz, but I will never dump. I'd have to go side saddle.
Yeah, it would be way worse for you because
Yeah.
you're so much longer. I was able to get in there, but I looked at it. I was like, what else do you got? What are my options?
Right. How many toilets are in this hellhole?
So we go upstairs, and you're like, yeah, use this one. And then I'm like, wait, there's no door. Emily, the bedroom's around the corner.
She also has no door
There's no door.
because the painters aren't done.
There's a sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I went in there for like 2 seconds and immediately was like, nope,
Yeah.
there's no way. Because if she wakes up and
She was awake.
okay.
She knew.
If she has to pee, she assumes there's no way that I'm going to be in there on the toilet. But then
That's
there
right.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
I instantly ruin this home.
That's her
wants to
first
spend the
memory.
she wants to be here for the next 50 years.
That's Susu. Me lying to Suzanne is her first memory. Emily's first memory in the house is you with your pants down and
I'm
your
sorry.
gut out. Yeah, just. I remember as a kid, at Taco Bell in Parker, Colorado. I went to use the bathroom and I walked in on a very fat, very short Mexican man with his pants down, and I saw his whole side ass and his gut, and he was like, "Whoa." And I was like, ah.
¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, and that is burnt in my head. I remember the stubble on his face.
Mi estómago.
Yeah,
How old were you?
I don't know.
A child.
Yeah, before high school.
It was like a reverse me in the Louvre. I walked in on a
Yes.
The
Yes.
door was locked, or the lock's broken.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'll be right out here.
Yeah, I'll protect you.
Yeah, king shit.
I've
Do you mean it,
broken a locker
mister?
too.
Well, hey, if we're both in here and someone comes in, that's going to be bad for both of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just be right out here. You'll be safe.
I'll
Are
be-
you lying?
I'll make sure that there's no turd burglars that steal your feces before you flush.
Yeah. And then the kid sends a skateboard out and there's a turd on it. It grinds all this pyramids in the basement of the Louvre.
What about a tech deck?
What about
with
it?
a very just skateboard with
Kids poop on it.
adult-sized turd is great, but a tech deck with a very tiny amount of shit
Rabbit
on
turd,
it
yeah.
might be even better.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you go real hard with the longboard with just 8
Yeah.
pounds of shit. the biggest turd you've ever seen.
The turd can skate. It sure can, kids. The turd can talk. The turd raps. Listen up, kids. I'm the skating turd. This is the word that you heard. I like to rip and rap and grind and climb. Christ dear, baby. I'm not slime. I'm a turd. Oh, yeah. Adam had some really cool slime. I was playing with it for like a long time in the basement with him. You could tell the parents were like, what's going on?
Adam's looking at you, expecting you to give it back.
Yeah.
Because it's his turn.
I'm throwing it at the ceiling and saying, it doesn't splatter.
It's not his turn.
Yeah.
For an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those kids are funny. We also played like a murder mystery game with an actual lawyer, and she was very funny because she would approach us all like she was in a courtroom and use all the terms. Oh, dude, I think we're almost at time, but we played this game Monikers where it's like a taboo where you have to guess the word without saying it.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
One of them was R. Kelly, and another one was Deep Throat. And Adam and Connor's dad, who's a real, cool guy, but buttoned up, he has to charades them. So he gets R. Kelly and he turns to one of the girlfriends that's up there and just starts fake pissing on her. And we're all like, R. Kelly. And then the next one, he's like, Deep Throat. Thank you.
Got to do it.
Yeah, he got him.
What else would he have done?
I don't
Gotten
know.
trapped in a closet?
And this is the man whose wife was upset that I sipped pickle juice and put it back in the fridge.
Yeah, you got to pick a lane.
Mm-hmm.
Either we're going hard or we're Mormon.
Right. Oh, yeah, Mormon was one of them, and that just became his underwear, finally.
Did people guess correctly?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That seems tough.
Dude, we had so much wholesome family fun. And then also the waves.
How could you know?
What do you mean?
How did they act out the underwear?
Oh, so it's like you get to explain the thing and you guess. In the second round, you get one word and everyone gets to guess. And all the cards are from the same pool. So it becomes like a matching, like memory game towards the end.
Okay.
So the last round, it's just like I had Ghost Dog,
Yeah. So
and the night before, I had Ghost
to do
Dog, and I did like rough, and hid my head. So the next night, someone had Ghost Dog, and they just did the same thing.
Oh, come on.
I know.
That's not cool.
I know. It's shorthand, baby.
That's a half a point.
But yesterday, the waves coming in off Lake Michigan were so huge that we just all, right after dinner, like all the younger generation, like 12 of us, were just in the water getting blasted by waves nonstop. It was so much fucking fun. And like the little boys were like, the sea's angry today. And then the lawyer, Emma, was like, what'd she say? She was like, kill the ocean, or no, kill the sea, become God.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was awesome. We were going crazy.
They took all your stuff.
Yeah, they were doing my bits. Yeah.
You didn't care.
Not at all.
It's you said it's a very long sandbar, right?
You can walk out for days and days. You keep going out, but you get bored before you can't touch anymore. That's how far you can go out. And Emmy was catching on a bodyboard, a boogie board, and she rode in like 35 yards, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
She looks so cool.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Sandbars always make me think of some random
Sandwich.
story.
Ice cream sandwich?
No. Sand wedge. Golf club.
Toppings bar?
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Babe in the Woods. Babe Pig in the City.
Babe Ruth.
Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't a good idea. Oh, sandbars. There was some random story I read about someone who went to dive into water and hit a sandbar, broke their neck.
I know.
Was it Shivo?
Yeah, Shivo.
Did Shivo do that?
Full Shivo.
It might be somebody else that did that,
No,
but
that was Terry.
could you imagine
Oh yeah,
doing the dumbest, who could ever imagine it would wreck your whole life thing? Just take a little dip.
Oh, dude.
And then you're a dog.
Right.
You wake up in the hospital, you're like, I'm a dog now? Weren't we on the shore? We weren't on a boat.
Yeah, what did I do? How dumbass am I? Oh, shout out to the psycho who found the murderer that my dad knew, Rick Regel's paintings from prison.
Those were his?
Yes,
They're
dude.
fucking good.
I know, they're really good.
Dude, I thought it was a coincidence.
No.
I thought he Googled.
No.
And it was a different guy.
It's Regel's.
They're not
It's the wife murdering Regel's.
I noticed, at first I was like, wow, they're really good. And then I was like, well, they're not hyper realistic.
Mm-hmm.
They are, they're removed from that, accuracy.
It's outsider
realism.
art done by an incarcerated.
But it looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
I might have to buy a Regel's.
Dude, please buy a Regel's. What a great housewarming gift.
Your whole house. Oh, I thought it'd be for me.
No.
For you.
I'm the art guy.
Regals.
Yeah.
I got you that Norm.
Yeah. That's a nice bookmark. Give me a painting.
Yeah, I want a reg. Maybe I get one for you, one for me.
Get a Prego Rego.
Get a discount.
Yeah. I mean, what's it going to cost you? Fucking 40 ramen packets? The
Yeah.
man's in.
A couple packs of.
Oh, God. I hope he's not
Cools.
out.
No, he shot his wife in the head.
In front of his kids.
Yeah, he didn't.
But he did in
There's
Elbert County.
There's no good behavior.
He probably got a slap on the wrist. They're like, yeah, you know what, Rick? She was a bitch. That dress was short.
Yeah. I saw how she drove.
Mm-hmm.
It was infuriating. You did us a favor.
Yeah. So buy a Regals, guys.
Yeah, hit him up.
Join the Discord.
Let's make sure that he's nice and comfortable and satisfied.
Yeah.
Let's reward him
Mm-hmm.
by buying his art and shouting him out. He did a cool thing. The painting, not the murder.
Love you guys. This counts.
Bye.